Yo, so in today's video, I want to discuss the best apps I use to create my own YouTube videos and walk you through step by step my entire content creation process. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to create better YouTube videos that actually perform easier and faster than what you were doing before. Trust me, there's nothing worse than spending hours and hours on a YouTube video and it completely bombs, so I definitely want to help you avoid that. So the first app that I always use in my content creation process is Tubebuddy. So when I'm coming up with content ideas and topics that I want to create for my YouTube videos, I want to make sure that not only are these good ideas to me, but also my audience is actually looking for these videos and would be interested to watch them. So Tubebuddy is really good at letting you know what is the search volume for the keyword that you're trying to go after or the topic that you're trying to go after and how competitive it is. Because if the topic is too competitive, especially when you're a smaller channel, you're not gonna have a lot of success ranking in search, which means your video is gonna get buried and you're not gonna get any views. So using this tool, I have a leg up, making sure that when I create videos, I actually have a chance to get views and YouTube to share my content. So I definitely recommend that you check out Tubebuddy. I'll link it in the description down below. It's totally free to sign up. So once I figure out, what keywords I want to go after in the video topic, then I start crafting my title and thumbnail. And honestly, I used to craft my title and thumbnail at the end of my content process, but I found that I wasn't really giving the attention that my titles and thumbnails needed. And honestly, your title and your thumbnail is one of the most important aspects of actually getting views on YouTube. So I decided personally to make sure that I put that at the beginning of the process to make sure it got the time and attention it deserves. And what I use to actually create my thumbnails is Photoshop, okay? Now you can use Canva if you like. It's really all personal preference, but I found that I got the best quality possible all from creating my thumbnails with Photoshop, but it's entirely up to you. Now at this point of my content creation process, I'm now ready to shoot my actual content. So after I shoot my content, I bring it into Final Cut Pro, which is just my editing software. When you talk about editing softwares, there's a lot of different ones that you can go with. The main ones are Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere Pro. It just depends on, whether you're using a Mac or you're using a PC or what you're more comfortable with. A lot of people are comfortable with Adobe products, especially if you use Photoshop and Lightroom. So Adobe Premiere Pro is a fan favorite, but for me personally, I'm a Mac user, so I've always liked using Final Cut Pro. I started off with iMovie, which is another popular one. So Final Cut Pro just works very, very well for me. So to make my video editing a lot easier and smoother, especially for my own mental health, because video editing can take forever sometimes, I use these two apps. The first one being Epidemic Sound. Now I've been using Epidemic Sound for the last couple of years because when I was first starting out on YouTube, I would get very, very frustrated trying to find copyright-free music, and I had to upload the video to see if it was copyrighted or not, and it just took a lot of time, and you never know if the music is copyrighted or not. So I signed up for Epidemic Sound, and I've been happy ever since because the quality of the music is really, really good. It doesn't sound cheesy or corny, and over the last couple of months, I've been really trying to step up my sound design. So they have a lot of options when it comes to, different type of sounds and sweeps and punches and all the stuff that you need to create a really cohesive YouTube video. They have the sounds for you. So I definitely recommend that you check them out, to help with your sound design workflow. So the second app I use is called Storyblocks, and Storyblocks is a library of stock footage. And this year I've really been working on showing and not telling, and Storyblocks really comes in the clutch when I need some B-roll footage that I might have forgot to shoot, or I can better explain a topic that I'm discussing. So maybe I'm talking about, my experiences in Atlanta, and Storyblocks has some really dope drone footage from Atlanta, so I don't have to actually shoot this content myself, or maybe I want to talk about being on the beach, or maybe I need a businessman, whatever. They have whatever you need to help facilitate your storytelling. So I definitely recommend that you check them out. Now, once I finish creating the video and upload it to YouTube, I use Tubebuddy again, just to make sure that my tags and my description is right. Now, I will say tags don't play as much of a role as they used to, but I still like to do my due diligence and put in the right tags as well, and I use Tubebuddy for that. Now, the next app that I use is called Convertkit, which is where I house my email list. Now, I definitely recommend that you build your email list because unfortunately, you do not own your audience on YouTube, okay? And sometimes YouTube has been known not to show or send out notifications whenever you release a new YouTube video. So to combat that, I started bringing my audience over from YouTube onto my email list to have more of a direct relationship with my audience. So whenever I upload a video, I always let my email list know that, hey, I just uploaded a video that I think you may be interested in, which also helps my views on YouTube. So I personally use Convertkit. You can use whatever you like, but Convertkit is offering a free trial. So I definitely recommend that you sign up with Convertkit to start building your email list, so you don't have to worry about any algorithms. You know, you have a direct relationship with your audience. Now, the last app that I use is called Scribe. And so what I use that for is to repurpose my content. So a lot of times I'll take my YouTube videos and create TikToks and Reels. And I use Scribe to put captions on my videos because I found that 80%, almost 90 sometimes, don't actually watch videos with the sound on. So Scribe just captions my videos easier. And so that allows me to repurpose my content without having to physically go in and caption all of my videos. Now that you know the best apps to use to create better YouTube videos easier and faster, check out this video here where I show you how you can actually beat the YouTube algorithm this year.